Hey guys, my name is Jacob. I am a trail runner here in Truckee, California, and today I'm going to give a quick review of the new Tantrums Crest 6-liter vest. So first off, I just want to kind of give a little history on my experience with Tantrums and my relationship to the brand. I first met Adam, the founder, at Western States 2 years ago, where he was just launching his product. He only had one vest produced at that time, and it was for Anna Cassius Loudon, who was going to be running Western States that year. So he kind of had this launch of this product, and he actually only had the one vest at the time, and he was kind of searching around for photographers to try to get some content of the vest. So I first talked to him there, and then later on I was able to shoot some content for him in Chamonix last summer with my coach Rick. We shot some product stuff for him, and since then he has kind of ramped up production, and he's got these things out in the world, and it's so cool to see all of the excitement and all of the people out there running in this vest. So I am not going to give you a super technical review of this. I don't know all the terms about meshes and fabrics and all that stuff. Adam would be happy to talk to you about all of that stuff. But I just want to kind of give you my experience in the vest and whether or not you should look into buying one of these. So first off, like I said, it is 6 liters. So you have the 2 front pockets here for your soft flasks, and then there's a large back pocket right here where you can put a like a bladder, or I found you can actually put 2 full soft flasks in there, and it holds them pretty snugly. It doesn't bounce too much. In addition to that, as far as storage goes, you have these 2 front pockets, which are great for just like packing full of goo. They're like a really nice stretchy mesh material. So you can put all your nutrition in here. You can hold quite a lot in there. And it's like one of the least bouncy vests that I've ever worn. So I've probably put, I don't know, 13 to 1500 miles on this vest at this point. I raced Tarawera 100K, did all of my training last winter in this vest for that. Done everything from kind of like long road runs to big days up in the mountains where I need quite a lot more capacity. So this thing's been kind of like my go-to vest for the last, 8 months or so. And I'm kind of coming at it from that perspective. So in addition to the front pockets for the soft flasks and the back pocket for the water bladder, it has this lower pocket, the lumbar pocket here, and I usually just throw my cell phone in there. I can kind of reach back around my back like this, stick it in there, or pull it out pretty easily. It takes a little bit of practice. Maybe it's different depending on your body type and how tall you are and everything. I'm 6'3", about 170 pounds. So it tends to sit a little bit high up my back, where my shoulder mobility maybe isn't quite enough to grab that cell phone. But anyways, it works really well. It doesn't bounce around in there. Has these really nice bungees. They're a little bit thicker than I would say like a Salomon vest or something else that's kind of comparable. So they have really nice tension on them, but they're not so tight that it feels like you can't move around in the vest. So another nice feature of this is instead of having like a W shape bungee here, you just have 3 separate bungees. So you can attach those to these loops here on the side and kind of get a custom fit to your torso without having just a kind of a one-piece boa or a one-piece bungee that can be really restrictive. You can really adjust these bungees and get a really custom fit. That's nice for whatever body type you have. So you have this pocket right here on the shoulder. I will usually put my car keys in here if I'm going for a long run and I don't want to leave them at the trailhead. Another thing I like to do is I film a lot of content with my partner Helen, and we have microphones on a lot of the time. So sometimes I'll take like my Rode mic right here, and that actually fits in there really nice with the wind cover, and it just sits right in there, and I can talk normally, and it's kind of like just having a lavalier mic mounted up on my shirt collar, but it's less pieces and parts for that. So I know that's a really specific use case for it, but that's one way I use it and I really like it. Again, like all the fabrics have a really nice amount of stretch to them. So you can really expand things out and fit a lot of nutrition or survival equipment, whatever kind of stuff you want to bring on the trail. There's room for it. I know it's a relatively small vest, and it's only 6 liters of fluid capacity, but when it comes to nutrition storage and things like that, there's a lot of flexibility in it. Another thing on fitment that I really appreciate about this vest is the pieces of fabric that sit across your body are kind of like a less stretchy kind of breathable mesh. So it sits on your body really nice, and the fit kind of stays similar no matter how much fluid or nutrition you have in there. Like I rarely have to adjust these bungees. And I think part of that is because you have almost this static fabric against your body, and then everything out from there, all of your pockets, all of your water bottle pockets and everything like that, they're super stretchy. So the vest itself isn't necessarily like expanding and contracting against your body. It's more just the pockets expand out from the vest, and the fit along your body feels relatively the same, kind of no matter what you throw in there. Another little feature here is on the water bottle pockets. It's got this extra layer of thin mesh right here, and it's kind of nice because it tapers from the center up kind of diagonally to the shoulders, and so it actually sits over the top of the plastic part of the bottle there, which helps lock them down so that as you're running, they're not kind of flopping out of the pocket. Another little feature to hold the bottles down is you have these little bungees right here that you can put around the collar of the water bottle to lock them down. Again, that's so as you're running, they don't either drift down into the pocket as you drink or worse, pop out of the vest as you're running. So kind of double lockdown on the bottles right there, which I really like. As far as the aesthetic goes, I think this is probably one of the coolest looking vests out there on the market right now. I really like the black color. He's also got another color that's kind of like a light tan, which is also pretty sharp. The branding is awesome. It's just like this super vibrant, bright green across here. And then I'm not sure if you can see, but across the back, it's also got Tantrums branding. I love this thing so much, I got a second one here. So again, this one's pretty trashed. I've put a ton of miles on it, really beat this thing up. When you get it in the mail, this is what it looks like. It comes in this really nice little carrying bag. Nice Tantrums branding on the front. On the back, it just says, "Get out of your head." And then at the bottom here, it says, "It's not about pushing your physical limits. We choose the path less traveled, the one that forces us to face ourselves every time we run." So Adam's done a really great job of kind of creating this, this sort of vibe around this brand that's a little different than the other hydration vests out there. You know, you have Nathan, Ultimate Direction, Solomon, Dynafit, those kind of things. And there's all sort of catering to this mountain athlete that's really type A and kind of like serious about their training. And I think Adam's trying to create this environment that is like, it's about just being yourself, kind of expressing yourself authentically, and while pushing yourself and getting out in the mountains and doing hard things. My work as a photographer and videographer in the trail running space makes me think about this stuff a lot. So I really appreciate when I see somebody doing something different in the branding space. The flasks, another note on the flasks is these are actually 600 milliliter flasks instead of 500. So you get another 200 milliliters of carrying capacity in your bottles, which is a nice little feature. I think for me, I'm often low on fluids, so I like to have as much water in each flask as possible. And then the vest itself comes out looking like this. Nice, beautiful, sharp. Again, another little branding thing. It says, "This is mile 0. Get out of your head, see you on the trail." So just like cool little things. It's like opening that new iPhone and like feeling the suction on the box, and like those little details that don't necessarily matter in the grand scheme, but they feel good when you're opening a new product. And I really appreciate those little features. So yeah, you be the judge. I mean, every piece of running gear is so specific to each runner, and I wouldn't want to tell anybody this is the vest for you, because maybe there is a better vest for you. But I've been wearing this for the last 6 to 8 months, and it's definitely my favorite vest that I've ever worn. It does everything that I need it to. And he also has an 11-liter vest that's coming out soon. So if you're one of those people who's doing stupid things like running Cocodona or fast packing or anything like that, he's got a product coming out for you as well. But I really love this vest. I would definitely recommend it if you're in the market for a new running vest. It's right up there as far as quality and fit with all of those other major players in the game. But it's really kind of cool that you can support someone who's just kind of built something from scratch in the trail running space recently and just has a really cool brand behind it. So just want to say thanks to Adam. Thanks for letting me kind of be a part of your brand building, and I want to say thanks to you guys for watching the video. If you have any questions about the vest, please let me know in the comments. I'll do my best to answer all your questions. And if you want to see other gear review videos, let me know what kind of stuff you guys would like to see, and I might have something laying around. So we'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching. Peace.